Welcome the rare gems. Being different is not a curse, it is a calling. Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit the mold, like the world expects you to play a role you were never meant to play? That feeling of being different, of walking your own path quietly yet firmly, might be the clearest sign you are a Sigma female. You were created with a purpose that goes beyond fitting in, beyond seeking validation or approval. You hold space for truth in a world full of illusions. You see people as they are, not as they pretend to be, and you move through life with an awareness others often overlook. God created the Sigma female to challenge the ordinary, to show that strength doesn't have to be loud, that independence doesn't mean isolation, and that love can exist without losing yourself. Your ability to observe, to reflect, and to act only when necessary is not a flaw. It is a rare gift. You are a mirror for honesty, a guide for growth, and a quiet force that inspires change just by being yourself. This video dives into 11 profound reasons behind God's creation of the Sigma female. By the end, you will see yourself in a new light, embrace your unique path, and realize the power you hold simply by being who you are. Watch to the end, because every point is a piece of wisdom designed to remind you that your individuality is not just accepted, but needed in this world. Let's dive into it. The rare gems. Number 1. To hold space for truth. To hold space for truth is not just something a Sigma female does. It is who she is at her core. She moves through life with a kind of honesty that cannot be faked, and it is this raw authenticity that sets her apart in a world that constantly pressures people to pretend. While many try to fit into whatever image society praises at the moment, she quietly refuses to shrink, bend, or twist herself into something she is not. She does not chase trends. She does not shape-shift to please the crowd. She simply stands as herself, steady and unfiltered, even when it makes others uncomfortable. The Sigma female is not rebellious for the sake of rebellion. She is truthful because she cannot live any other way. Her spirit rejects anything that feels fake or forced. She can feel when a room is full of masks, and she immediately steps back, not because she is shy, but because she understands the cost of losing yourself. For her, truth is sacred. She protects it the same way people protect their most valuable possessions. Her presence alone challenges the illusions society worships. She sees through the polished smiles, the empty confidence, the loud performances that many depend on for validation. And she does not judge. She simply chooses not to partake in what is not real. This quiet refusal is what makes her so rare. She gives others permission to drop their own masks without even saying a word. Deep down, she knows authenticity is not always easy. It comes with loneliness, misunderstanding, and moments where she feels like she stands on the outside looking in. But even then, she never abandons her truth. She understands that anything built on pretending will eventually break. A Sigma female exists to remind the world that real strength comes from being honest with yourself. And if you have ever felt this pull toward truth, if you have ever walked away from fake comfort just to protect your inner peace, then you might be far more Sigma than you realize. Number 2. To teach emotional literacy. To teach emotional literacy is one of the quiet gifts a Sigma female carries without even trying. She feels deeply, but not in a chaotic or overwhelming way. She has mastered the art of choosing which emotions deserve her attention and which ones do not deserve space in her mind. This does not mean she is cold or distant. It means she understands the importance of emotional discipline. She refuses to be dragged around by every feeling that passes through her body. People notice this about her. They see how she can stay calm in rooms filled with tension. They see how she does not break down over small things. They see how she faces big moments with a steady heart, and without saying a single word, she teaches them something most people never learn. She shows them that emotions are signals, not dictators. They are guides, not jailers. The Sigma female has the ability to feel the storm without becoming the storm. She acknowledges her emotions, but she does not let them take over her life. When she is angry, she sits with it. When she is hurt, she processes it quietly. When she is excited, she controls the energy instead of letting it control her. This level of maturity makes her stand apart from those who are consumed by their own emotional waves. People around her often learn from her by watching. She shows them the difference between reacting and responding. She shows them the strength in taking a moment to breathe before speaking. She shows them that healing is not loud. Growth is not dramatic. Real confidence comes from knowing your feelings instead of running from them. A Sigma female teaches emotional literacy simply by living it. And if you have ever been the calm one in a room full of chaos, or if you have ever taken time to understand what you feel before acting on it, then you already carry this powerful trait within you. It is not just wisdom, it is emotional mastery, and it makes you someone others naturally look up to. Number 3. To hold cosmic patience. To hold cosmic patience is one of the rarest qualities a Sigma female has. While the world around her races, pushes, and forces things to happen, she moves differently. She understands something most people overlook. Timing is not just important. Timing is everything. She knows that the right thing at the wrong time will still fall apart, and the wrong thing at the right time will still drain her. So she waits. Not out of fear, not out of laziness. She waits because she senses when her spirit is not yet aligned with the moment. This patience is not soft, it is powerful. It takes strength to sit still when your mind wants answers. It takes courage to hold back when life pressures you to rush. She understands that forcing outcomes often leads to regret, confusion, or heartbreak. She has learned to trust the silent timing of her life, even when it looks like nothing is happening. She knows the universe works quietly before it works loudly. People around her often misread her patience. They might think she is slow or uninterested or emotionally distant, but she is not. She is listening. She is watching. She is waiting for the moment when everything clicks into place. She understands that real success, real love, and real purpose cannot be rushed. They happen when alignment meets readiness. Her calm approach teaches others an important lesson. Life is not something you grab by force, it is something you grow into. She shows that impatience often destroys what patience could have built. She shows that waiting is not passive. Waiting is preparation. Waiting is understanding. Waiting is strength. A Sigma female holds cosmic patience because she trusts her path. She trusts that what is meant for her will come when she is ready to receive it. And if you have ever held back because something in your spirit whispered not yet, then you already carry this divine patience within you. It is not weakness, it is wisdom. Number 4. Be a guardian of her own destiny. To be a guardian of her own destiny is one of the strongest truths about a Sigma female. God did not create her to play a background role in someone else's story. He did not design her to wait for permission, approval, or validation. She is the main narrative in her own life, and everything about her spirit reflects that. She walks with a sense of direction that is calm but confident, quiet but unshakable. She knows who she is, where she is going, and what she refuses to allow in her path. A Sigma female understands that her life is her responsibility, not her family's, not her partner's, not society's. She recognizes that the choices she makes today shape the life she will live tomorrow. This awareness makes her intentional with everything she does. She does not attach herself to people who drain her. She does not settle for things that shrink her. She does not play small so others can feel comfortable. She is her own guardian, her own protector, her own guide. People often notice that she does not allow others to define her. She does not become an accessory in anyone's world. She refuses to be used as a decoration, a backup plan, or a source of emotional labor for people who offer nothing in return. She knows her value without announcing it, and that inner knowing shapes how she moves through life. God made her this way because destiny is not something you receive, it is something you defend. She guards her dreams, she guards her peace, she guards her growth, she guards her calling, and by doing this, she teaches others that your life becomes powerful the moment you decide to take full ownership of it. If you have ever stepped away from people who tried to control your path, or if you have ever chosen yourself even when it was difficult, then you already carry this guardian energy within you. It means your destiny was never meant to be borrowed. It was meant to be built. Number 5. To show that God honors individuality. To show that God honors individuality is one of the deepest purposes behind the creation of the Sigma female. She is living proof that being different is not a flaw. It is a design. It is intentional. It is divine craftsmanship. In a world that pressures everyone to copy each other, she stands out simply by being herself. She carries a quiet reminder that uniqueness is not something to hide. It is something to protect and celebrate. The Sigma female does not blend in. She does not pretend to match the world around her. She is comfortable walking her own path, even when it confuses people who depend on the crowd for identity. Her individuality shines in the way she thinks, in the way she loves, in the way she chooses peace over noise and purpose over popularity. And without trying, she challenges the unspoken rule that people must fit into a mold to be accepted. Her presence inspires others to question why they shrink themselves. She shows them that the parts of themselves they once considered odd or misunderstood might actually be their greatest strengths. She encourages people to step into their own truth by fully owning hers. She does not preach it. She lives it. God created her this way because uniqueness carries spiritual weight. It pushes the world forward. It sparks new ideas. It breaks patterns that no longer serve humanity. And it leaves a mark that no one else can replicate. Her life is a reminder that every person is crafted with intention and that no soul is made by accident. She exists to show that real beauty comes from authenticity. Real influence comes from originality. Real purpose comes from embracing the things that make you different. And if you have ever felt like you were made to walk a path that does not look like anyone else's, then this truth applies to you as well. Your individuality is not random. It is sacred. It is aligned. It is part of your calling. Number 6. To rewrite power dynamics. To rewrite power dynamics is one of the most fascinating roles the Sigma female plays without even trying. She is living evidence that true power does not need aggression. It does not need loudness. It does not need domination. Her influence is quiet, calculated, and unstoppable. She moves differently from people who chase attention. She does not raise her voice. She does not fight for the spotlight. Yet somehow, she shifts the entire energy of any room she walks into. The Sigma female understands something many people never learn. Power is not about force. It is about presence. It is about knowing yourself so deeply that no one can shake you. It is about being anchored while everyone else is trying to prove something. Her calm is not softness. It is control. It is discipline. It is strength that does not need to announce itself. People around her often feel the shift when she enters a space. They find themselves adjusting their tone, choosing their words more carefully, or even reconsidering their behavior. And she never asks them to do it. Her energy speaks first. Her clarity demands respect without her having to request it. She also breaks the old idea that power must come with dominance. She does not overpower people. She influences them. She guides by example. She leads through intention rather than intimidation. Her silence can teach more than someone else's shouting. Her stillness can communicate more than someone else's long speech. Her quiet power exposes the truth about strength. The strongest person in the room is rarely the loudest. It is the one who understands timing, emotion, and strategy, the one who chooses action only when it matters, the one who does not waste energy proving anything. A Sigma female rewrites power dynamics simply by existing. She proves that influence is not about control, it is about inner certainty. It is about choosing your movements with purpose. It is about mastering yourself before trying to shape anything around you. And if you have ever held your ground without raising your voice, or if your silence has ever changed the direction of a moment, then you already carry this unstoppable power within you. Number 7. To be a case study of resilience. To be a case study of resilience is one of the most powerful things that defines a Sigma female. Life does not go easy on her. She is tested, stretched, and pushed in ways many people never see. Yet she does not crumble. She does not fall apart publicly or beg the world to understand her struggle. Instead, she adapts silently. She observes, adjusts, and survives with a level of grace that leaves people wondering how she keeps moving forward when the weight is so heavy. Her resilience is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is not made for applause. It is a quiet, internal agreement she makes with herself. She decides that no matter what life throws at her, she will not let it break her spirit. She might bend, but she will not snap. She might pause, but she will not quit. She has learned that survival is not about fighting every battle with fury. It is about strategic patience. It is about knowing when to move, when to wait, and when to let life unfold without forcing anything. People often underestimate her because she does not complain. They do not see the battles she faces alone. They do not see the nights she spends thinking through her choices or the emotional storms she calms by herself. But that is exactly what makes her a case study of resilience. She does not broadcast her pain. She transforms it. She uses every challenge as a stepping stone rather than a setback. Her strength comes from her ability to adapt rather than resist. She does not cling to what is falling apart. She pays attention, she learns from the situation, and she rises in her own time. Her resilience teaches others that surviving does not always look heroic. Sometimes it looks like quiet determination. Sometimes it looks like patience. Sometimes it looks like staying calm while everything around you shakes. If you have ever held yourself together when no one else knew what you were going through, then you already understand this kind of resilience deep in your bones. It is not weakness. It is mastery. It is the evidence of a spirit that refuses to be defeated. Number 8. To redefine leadership is one of the most remarkable things a Sigma female does without even trying. She does not lead through control or pressure. She does not use fear or dominance. Her leadership is subtle, steady, and deeply influential. She guides others in a way that feels natural rather than forced, and that is exactly why her impact lasts longer than most. She inspires change by showing the way, not by pushing people into it. A Sigma female understands that real leadership does not begin with controlling others. It begins with mastering yourself. She manages her emotions. She respects her own boundaries. She stays committed to her values even when it is difficult. This level of self-discipline makes people naturally look to her when things feel uncertain. They trust her because she remains grounded when others react out of fear or confusion. Her presence alone can shift the direction of a room. She does not speak to impress, she speaks to bring clarity. And when she chooses to stay silent, that silence is often more powerful than any speech. She leads by example, by standard, by energy. People follow her not because they have to, but because they want to. She does not force change. She plants seeds. She encourages people to think for themselves. She asks questions that make others reflect. She offers calm when everyone else is overwhelmed. Her leadership is not about being in front. It is about lifting the people around her without needing applause. The Sigma female also understands that everyone grows at their own pace. She does not rush the process. She does not pressure people to become someone they are not ready to be. Instead, she creates an environment where growth feels safe, possible, and meaningful. Her guidance reminds the world that leadership is not a position. It is a presence. It is a way of living. It is influence that comes through authenticity rather than authority. And if you have ever inspired others without trying, if people naturally come to you for clarity or direction, then you already carry this kind of leadership within you. It is quiet, it is powerful, and it is real. Number 9. To carry unseen battles is one of the quietest yet most powerful traits of a Sigma female. Life places challenges in her path that most people will never notice. Struggles that are invisible to the world weigh on her shoulders, yet she does not broadcast them. She does not seek sympathy. She does not need validation. She faces her trials with a calm determination that few can understand. Her strength is hidden, but it is immense. People often see her composed, serene, or even detached, and they assume she is unaffected by difficulties. They do not realize that every choice she makes, every pause, every careful step is influenced by battles they cannot see. She experiences disappointment, pain, and hardship just like anyone else. The difference is that she carries it with grace. She transforms struggle into growth, pain into wisdom, and challenges into strategy. This hidden strength is why she inspires without effort. People look at her and feel a sense of respect, even if they do not know why. She does not need to explain herself. She does not need to prove her courage. The mere fact that she continues moving forward, steady and undeterred, speaks volumes. Her calm face hides an inner fire that refuses to be extinguished, and that fire is what allows her to keep progressing when others would give up. God gave her these unseen battles because they teach resilience, patience, and mastery over self. They shape her character in ways visible victories never could. Each invisible struggle becomes a building block, preparing her for a life that requires both courage and discernment. They show her that strength is not about winning every fight. It is about enduring, adapting, and rising quietly when the world does not notice. If you have ever held yourself together when no one else understood the weight you carried, then you already know the power of this unseen strength. It is not only survival, it is wisdom. It is preparation. It is the kind of courage that changes lives without making a sound. Number 10. To create a new archetype of love is one of the most profound ways a Sigma female stands apart. Her love is not ordinary, it is not casual, it is intentional, carefully measured, and deeply rooted in respect. She does not give her heart to just anyone, and she does not allow love to become a weapon or a trap. Her love is designed to grow, uplift, and protect both herself and the person she chooses to share it with. A Sigma female understands that love is powerful, but it is not unconditional in the sense that it allows disrespect or boundaries to be ignored. She loves with clarity, not blindness. She sets standards that honor her worth and protect her energy. Her affection is not meant to suffocate, control, or demand. Instead, it is a space where both people can grow, evolve, and thrive without fear or manipulation. She teaches through her actions that love should expand, not shrink, and that real connection comes from mutual understanding and respect. People often find her approach intimidating because it challenges the old, familiar ways of loving. They are used to love being messy, reactive, and dependent. She demonstrates that love can be powerful without being chaotic. It can be passionate without being obsessive. It can be enduring without compromising identity. In her presence, others begin to question how they love and whether they have been giving their hearts away to the wrong reasons. God made her this way to redefine what it means to love fully while remaining whole. She shows that boundaries are not barriers, they are frameworks for growth. That respect is not a demand, it is a foundation. That love does not require losing yourself. It requires finding yourself first. If you have ever loved in a way that felt intentional, respectful, and unapologetically protective of your own peace, then you already understand this archetype. It is not easy, it is rare, but it is transformative. It is the kind of love that changes lives without needing to shout about it. In final words, your uniqueness is not a mistake, it is your power. If you have felt different, if the world has ever seemed too loud, too shallow, or too rigid for your spirit, you are seeing the truth about yourself. You are a Sigma female. You were created to walk a path that is yours alone, to carry strength quietly, to love intentionally, and to live in alignment with your inner truth. You were made to hold space for honesty, to test loyalty without aggression, and to redefine what power and leadership look like. You were created to show that freedom, patience, and resilience come from within, and that life's challenges do not break you, they shape you. Being a Sigma female is not about fitting in or being accepted by everyone. It is about embracing the rare gifts you carry, even when others cannot understand them. It is about walking your own path with confidence, courage, and clarity. You are meant to inspire, to challenge, and to leave a mark that no one else can replicate. Your life is living proof that God honors individuality and rewards those who remain true to themselves. Remember that every moment you choose authenticity over conformity. Every boundary you uphold and every calm step you take through life is a demonstration of your purpose. Your path is not easy, but it is powerful. You are not meant to follow. You are meant to lead yourself. Celebrate that, honor that, live it fully. The world needs Sigma females like you, and it is ready for the example only you can give. Thank you for watching The Rare Gems, and God bless you.